This thing came out 10 years ago, and yeah, it shows. No 4K, no proper app support, plus no removable battery, and honestly, I was done with it. But I picked it up again about 6 months ago just to see if it still worked, and weirdly, it kinda held up. Definitely not perfect, but for the basics, it just works. It's not my main camera, but I use this device for motorbike footage as well as getting some cool water clips. And realistically, I've had no issues. And for something I just grabbed for £50, it surprised me. It's a lightweight chunk of plastic, nothing fancy in the slightest. I've dropped it, banged it, stood on it, soaked it, and it's still turned on and been completely fine, let alone what the previous owners have done to it. If you've never seen one of these before, it's an all-in-one camera sealed within a waterproof casing that allows you to record anywhere you want as long as you have the correct attachment. You'll primarily be using this device by pressing the 3 major buttons around the camera. However, there is also a digital screen, but I don't see myself using it as much as the buttons. Look, it's not winning any image quality awards, no 4K and no 120 FPS, but it's still able to have decent quality while using it in situations I wouldn't be brave enough to use my phone or camera with. In daylight, it holds up pretty well and you're able to get footage that looks pretty decent, and you can confidently play it on social media without someone commenting your quality looks crap. The audio is fine, a bit low though. But the second it starts to get dark, it's a different story. All of the image quality becomes really blurry and grainy, and definitely something I wouldn't be able to use confidently on social media. It more looks like a 20-year-old dash cam. But that's kind of the trade-off. You're getting something that's extremely budget friendly, but still good enough to get some really unique shots. And because of the price, it allows me to be more confident with my camera. So it allows me to focus more on creating the content and not thinking about the repercussions. Here's the reason this camera is still in my daily setup: convenience. Other cameras I bought are either too fragile, too fiddly, or honestly don't do enough to justify the price tag. However, this device is extremely durable, easy to set up, and is small enough to put in weird obscure angles I wouldn't necessarily be able to do with my bigger camera. So although you are taking away the higher camera quality, you are getting more varied footage. But a major issue I have come across is battery life and the degradation of it, since this device used to last me a nice cool 4 or 5 hours when I first got this device. However, let's fast forward another few years and now it can barely last me an hour and a half before it dies. And this is standard with most devices that have been used for this long, but if you're planning to use this for longer shots or even trying to use this as a dash cam for your motorbike or something like that, it won't last for long rides. So take that into account before you make your decision. But for me, it's not really an issue because I'm only using it for quick short shots, but for you, it might be a bigger problem. Alright, let's be real. This thing is ancient, and you will not be getting high resolution footage, cinematic features, or even slow-mo with this device. There is an app, but it's bare bones and very basic. But here's the twist: if you don't see this device at face value, it can be one of the most important pieces of tech you need to have, due to how easy it is to get out and start recording. My other cameras, I need to go to camera settings, change the ISO and all of that, but this one, as soon as I take it out, I press one button and then bang, I'm ready to record. And because it's so small, I can comfortably hold this with one hand or even a couple fingers, and it's perfectly fine, and I am able to stabilize it just with my hands. And of course, the price does play a factor in this as well. But if you're looking for another budget camera that is on the older side as well, check this video out over here. But anyway, like, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.